Sound check, sound check. Check 1, 2, 3.
Hey there, Bacon.
Hey, Cookie, I believe there's an issue with this stream.
Oh, no,
Yeah, do you mind
there
checking what's
is.
going on?
Oh, yeah, I don't know why it's. Yeah, I'm gonna restart it.
Make sure if you're using an overlay or anything like that, it's visible.
Yeah, it's not the overlay. The problem is the screen froze.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, now it's stuck on ending.
Okay, well I'm streaming from my end, so
Wait, you're streaming?
yeah, I'm streaming as well, but not on
Okay,
YouTube.
okay. No, you're not. You're streaming on the Twitch of. Okay, you're streaming Tier One Race to at Monaco on YouTube. Okay, I see.
Yes, yes, yeah, on YouTube. So it shouldn't be a conflict.
Yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
YouTube seems to be fine. Pablo just confirmed.
I'm gonna restart Streamlabs. Wow, that's the first time it does that.
Yeah, sometimes it has some issues, I guess.
It's okay. It's powering up the clouds now.
So I'm not using my wheel to spectate today. Just trying to figure
Sahil?
out. I usually use my wheel to spectate,
Oh,
so I'm trying to figure out all the key bindings.
alright. Alright. Going live. Alright. I think we should be back on track here.
Let me check for you. Yes.
Perfect.
We are
Alright.
live.
Great. So, Zen got on third position on that lap that we were watching. Alright, let's go follow. Babushka just started his lap, so. Oh, what's. There you go.
Oh, it looks like Figlin just came back on the chat, so hopefully he can join the race.
Oh yeah, I think you can join mid race, right?
I don't think if he can join qualified, but I'm sure he can join the race.
Oh, so we'll start last, but you'll still have a chance at points.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a little mistake from Babushka here on the. Oh well, no, actually Babushka is on an outlap, so that's not. Never mind. set the 5 ERS and I don't know, what's the fuel mixture name? The 4? Max, yes.
Max,
Max
yes.
fuel mixture. There you go.
Are you able to see
So
that data on your telemetry?
I am,
Hmm.
but I forgot to start it. It takes a lot of space at the bottom. So yes, I could see it, I think.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, now at this point, whenever I alt tab the Formula One game, just press the pause menu for no reason. So I'm just gonna stay on the game, and we're gonna do it like this, and maybe I'll get that next time.
So who
So
took P1 last race? I think it was Van Beats, right?
um, Borat
Borat.
was first.
Oh, right. Right.
Yes. Yes. So I don't have the standings with me right now. Let me fix that. Standings. There you go. After round 1, there you go. Okay. Now I have the standings. I have everything ready. So Borat was first last time, and then Kia was second and also had the fastest lap. And then Zenacious was third with 15 points.
So it looks like both Kia and Zenacious are still in the garage.
Kia, Zen, maybe they're waiting because Kia has a pretty good time right now. He's second position with an 11.7. I don't doubt that he would want to do another one, but we have Taco going on an out lap. Actually, he's about to start his hot lap, so we're gonna go on board with Tac XO.
Okay. Tact is a pretty good racer. Really
Yeah.
good racer, actually.
Hey, let's get something straight. You want to do play-by-play or color?
That's up to you. I'm just gonna follow you. I'm not that great at commentating. You're really good at it, so
All
I'll
right,
just follow you.
I'm gonna go play-by-play. I'm gonna go with the action, and then we just try to make conversation
Okay.
For the color commentary.
Okay, sounds good.
So it looks like so far Tact is doing a really good lap, and he does have provisional pole. There's 6 minutes left, so there's at least 2 other attempts left for him. But yeah, so far his lap is pretty good. Let's see his. I can't really see his delta because, the game is not showing me the delta at all, so I can't tell if it's gonna be a good lap or not. So suspense. He's in the penultimate corner, and then the last corner, take really wide. That looks like it was really good. Full DRS, and yes, he does manage to improve his time by 1/10. He goes to a 11.187. It's gonna be really hard to beat. Let's go on board. We have Van Beets, who is on an out lap. Oof! It looks like trouble happened on the chicane. Neil spun out on the chicane there.
Oh, the McLaren.
Yep, Neil in the McLaren. But I don't think it ruined anyone's laps. So we're gonna see him. This is now the hot lap for Van Beets. Messes up a little bit on that entry, but I don't think he's gonna lose much. Maybe half a tenth at most. So still got a good shot. Oh, he hits the wall a couple of times. I wonder if that got any damage for him. I don't think we can see this in the spectating. Let's see. And his wing looks fine. I think he's good.
Yeah, it looks fine.
hopefully he didn't invalidate his time. I don't think he lost that much. He's definitely not gonna get time to beat Taco, but he's gonna definitely be able to get close to Kia.
We have a yellow flag on track.
Yeah, the flags are a little bit weird because when people slow down to let you pass, it gives you a yellow
I
flag.
see. Okay. Yeah. Makes sense.
So Van Bees had to cut the chicane because he braked a little bit late, so he's probably gonna be no, he's not gonna be going for another, so that's gonna be going straight into the pits. There you go.
He's entering the pits.
Yep. We have now Captain, who is on an out lap, about to start his in lap, his hot lap. We're gonna be on board with him for this lap. His best time 1:13.2.
No.
Turned in very early, so he's gonna lose a tenth or two here. But at 1:13.2, no, he decides not to go for it. Yep. He should really lower his DRS and go for another lap. There's very good possibility to do that here. I think he's forgetting to lower his ERS.
Yeah, I think personally I feel like this track it's really a challenge to manage ERS. There's so many turns happening so fast that you just kind of forget and you kind of get focused on driving, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh no, Kia.
That's Kia?
Yeah.
Oh, did he damage? Let's see for damage.
He did damage. I saw some wing on the track.
Oh yeah, he lost the end plate on the left side of his front wing.
Yeah.
Oh, and he did lose a little bit of he lost some of the downforce elements too. So
I wonder what happened.
Probably just spun himself. So what was that Captain that we were following, right?
Yes, Captain.
All right.
So ERS is still at full.
Yeah. And that's why he was going straight into the pit.
Makes sense.
His character did the fist shake like he was like, yes,
yeah,
that was good. we did good, boys.
Or maybe it's yes, back to the garage. You know.
Yes, no more stress. We're
no
done.
more stress.
It looks like Neil is on a hot lap because we're gonna finish with him. Babushka is at one lap, so probably on an in lap now.
Wow, the ERS drains really fast in this track.
Yes, definitely, because you have a lot of start, but like you don't have lots of hard braking, and that's really what brings your ERS up.
Right.
And you have a lot of traction zones, which drains your ERS a lot as well, especially in the hot lap mode, where it will drain a lot more in the early gears, and overtake where you drain in the later gears. So, so this is one of the only tracks where you can actually run out of deploy.
It's gonna be interesting. Let's see how the drivers manage ERS for the race. 50% race. Do you know how many laps this track has? For 50%?
Oh, I did not look. We're gonna see that when it starts.
Yeah.
So we have 30 seconds left, and we have a bunch of people starting an out lap. Let's see. Who was that on the side? I think that was Zen. Yeah, that was Zenation.
So it looks like Captain switched to medium boots.
Captain?
Yeah, he's trying mediums, I guess.
He's in the pits right now. He's not gonna have time for another lap, so his best was on the soft. So he's gonna be the soft for captains, and anyway, the best he can do is 11th, so that means he is gonna be able to use whatever tires he wants.
Oh, I see. Okay. So were you picking quality at the end? Is that the tire you take on for the race as well? Or do they
No, it's whichever tire you did your best lap on is a tire that you're going to be using for the race.
I see.
except if you're 11th or later, then
Yeah.
you can do whatever. So top 10 has to use their best qualifying lap tires, and that's it.
Okay. Makes sense. So it looks like Tack retired from the session.
Yeah, they do that often to make the session end faster.
Oh, I see. Okay. Pfeiffer seems to have some oversteering issues in his racing point.
Oh. Borat. Oh, okay, I see. Borat is going slow to make sure that he doesn't overdo his time. He wants to keep those soft tires. Maybe he did too many laps on this set.
Strategy in play.
Yeah. So we're gonna go to the loading screen now. So yeah, we can see the final positions is basically everyone is everyone qualified on the softs here. Monaco. Yeah, you're going to be doing a lot of pit stuff, so no one really wants to go for the hards or medium strategy.
Right. Wow, the top 6 are within 1 second of each other. It's going to be really interesting to watch.
Yeah, the gaps are pretty small, save for the last last 5. They're a little bit bigger, but for the top 10, it's within 2 seconds, so that's
Right.
pretty close. I'm gonna put the standings here in while the people are loading. So that was the. I'm looking currently at the position 1 to 10 driver standings so far in season 2. That's after the first race, which was what was the first race again?
Wow.
Abu Dhabi.
Yes, Abu Dhabi.
It was Abu Dhabi. So we have Borat in first position at 25 points,
Wow. Yes.
who is in the Toro Rosso. Kia in second position in Red Bull Racing has 19 points instead of 18 because he got the fastest lap. And then Zanatius in the Ferrari has 15 points in third position. They are then followed by These Girls and Vans, Black Fox, Figlin, Pfeiffer, Neil, and Krieg. And then for the position 11 to 19, we don't have a 20th driver this season. So we have Science Man, Dallas, Mr. Jesus, Captain Keach, Slick, Zeke, Tack, and Bacon, and last but not least, Sid Hart. Renault. And then for constructor standings, we have in first position Toro Rosso, Ferrari, Red Bull Racing, Williams, Racing Point, McLaren, Alfa Romeo, Haas, Mercedes, and Renault. And I've been speaking the whole time with no sound. Yes. God, this stream is going well. Well, at least we have the sound on yours.
Yeah, it's still streaming here too.
All right. Well, we are on the warm-up lap here, so I'm gonna go back to the race. So, Tack managed to get the first position in his qualifying, and that's another thing that's really important to know is that in Monaco, it's really hard to overtake. There are not many opportunities to overtake.
Yeah, you could say that again.
Yeah, I could repeat it another time. There's 4 people who touched during the warm-up lap.
So they're really? Gonna
get full tires. Yep, that looks like Kia and Black Fox touched. And then that was Pfeiffer and Neil touched.
Okay, here we go.
So that's a really bad camera. There you go. That's a good camera. And away we go. There's a 5 lights, and we get it. The start. Taco is able to get a good start, good enough to keep his first position. Borat keeps his second position, and we have Zanatius. Actually, Zanatius was second and moved into third. Lost his position to Borat. And then we have Kia who keeps his fourth, and Dees manages to take fifth over Babushka, who had a really bad start and lost 3 positions. We go to the first chicane, and Taco is able to get a little bit of a gap, and now it's really tight. People are going really slowly. You're not going to go the top speed that you can in this hairpin at the beginning because there's not enough space. Borat is able. Zanatius loses another position here and goes in fourth. Just really struggling. He doesn't look like he has damage, so it's he got overtaken fair and square. So they're gonna be setting into a routine now because actually Taco is able to get an interval of 1.5 seconds in the first lap. They're on the second lap, and Borat is already out of Taco's DRS range. Wow. So I think Taco is gonna be, if Taco doesn't make any mistake, that looks like it might be his race for sure. Obviously depends on the strategy, but at 39 laps, I think you're going to be needing. I think everyone is going to be on the 2 stops because, well, no, it depends. You could still go soft to hards and try to do the whole race on 2 sets, but most people are going to be going on 3 sets, especially since it's Monaco and you lose your wing a lot in there.
A wing a lap?
Yeah, a wing a lap, a wing a lap.
So it looks like Figlin's driving the Renault today. He probably had some issues sitting in his car.
Indeed, and Bacon is not there.
Yeah.
Oh no, Figlin joined after the qualifying, so he got whatever car they gave him.
Okay.
So yeah, Figlin is not in the Renault. He's supposed to be in the Williams.
DRS is enabled now.
Well, speaking of Figlin, he's really keeping close to Van Beets. He's going to give him trouble. He started on mediums. That means he was on the. He didn't start. What was his start position?
Oh, it looks like we lost Mr. Jesus.
Mr. Jesus is an AI right now?
Yep. Yeah.
That's sad. Position changes. So Figlin gained 6th position. Oh yeah, Figlin started last because he joined after the qualifying. So already 10th.
Yeah, he's a really good driver, isn't he? Yeah, 6 positions. That's amazing, and I'm sure he doesn't have it set up for the Renault too.
No, he would have been able to get a setup. You can use another car setup on whatever car, but it's not going to be the best.
It's not finely tuned, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to go back to whatever tires they have. No one has done any pit stops yet, so you've seen that. But yeah, Figlin is keeping really close right now to Van Beets and making sure, like, DRS is going to be open this lap. So this is when you want to make things happen. And we have Kriegs who lost his positions and is now last pitted on the hards because he probably damaged his wing.
I mean, on the bright side, he does have a really nice helmet.
Figlin collides in the back of Van Beets in the hairpin.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was very light touch. There was no damage, but it was like he's trying to keep as close as he can. And we got Zanatius getting a 3 seconds time penalty for corner cutting. Yeah, everyone is keeping really far. It's like there's dirty air. I know there isn't in the game, but it almost looks like there is. It's really hard to close to your opponent on this track. So let's see, where is Figlin? There's the DRS zone coming. He's gonna get it now, and Van gets a really bad exit, and Figlin is able to get the run on him. And he keeps it in the corner. Now Van actually loses a lot of time in this corner, and Figlin is away. And Figlin now is going to be attacking Neil. Zeke is closing in on these. I don't think anything is close to happening, though. I would look at sub 0.5 gap before I think something's going to happen. And speaking of sub 0.5 gap, Van was able to gain back on Figlin. He's now at 0.6.
Figlin's getting real close to the McLaren there.
Yeah, right now he should just bide his time, stay in the DRS range, and wait for that main straight where is the best passing opportunity on the track. Some would say the only passing opportunity. So you just need to get a better exit on that corner, the tiny chicane that's there. Oh no! Neil goes into the wall. He lose the end plate on his car.
Yeah. I mean, it's that pressure because you not only you're focusing on the track, you can also feel the driver behind you, right? So sometimes it's just really challenging to be consistent.
Babushka is in the pit. Gonna go on mediums, so he's counting on making those last for until near the end of the race, and then probably gonna switch on the softs. We have Kreese on this in the hards. He's been one lap now. It's gonna be pretty slow, but if he takes it slow and steady, everyone's gonna have to pit. And right now his gap is just 11.6. So that means he can gain at least 5 positions just from people pitting right now. Zeke has been following Zanatius for a while now, so we're going to go on board with Zeke. Well, okay. Not on board, we're just going to follow him, but yeah, he's been following Zanatius, always staying in the 6-7 range, so not quite able to get near, but he always does get DRS on the main straight. So that means he's going to be able to follow and really keep in range.
Yeah, I'm really happy that he's holding pace, because I don't know if you remember his last race is not the greatest. He's having a lot of issues.
Yeah, definitely. So Zeke, who finished 16th last race. But yeah, that's really having trouble. Black Fox is now really in attack range of these grills, and staying pretty close, a gap going down to 0.2 at times. And Figlin is able to capitalize on them battling, and is now right on the tail of Black Fox.
Oh, so it looks like there's an audio issue. There's an echo.
An echo?
Yeah. Well, I think it's because I'm streaming the game as well, so my sound's going through. Okay, so
nope. I found it. It was on my side too.
How do you fix it? Do I just mute my mic? I guess my sound.
No. It's the problem was on my side.
Okay.
Can you say something?
Test 1 2 3.
Perfect. All right. Ooh, Figlin is really side by side. Figlin goes on a huge collision with Black Fox. Now he's ghosted. So I think there's gonna be definitely a report going on here.
Yeah.
Figlin was side by side with Black Fox, and Black Fox squeezed him into the wall, which turned him 180 backwards into the track. So now he's losing all those positions. He's got wing damage. Yeah, he's sliding all over the place. The tires are hot. That's gonna be a report for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got wing damage for sure.
Yeah. So he's back into 11th position. He was 8th. That's going to be another climb to go, but he climbed all the way to 8th in 8th lap. So that's 1 position a lap. So if he keeps that up, he still has a chance at going on the podium.
Oh no! He spun again.
Uh-oh. Yeah, his tires are going to be hot now, so it's going to be really
And I
hard
think he
to...
crashed. I'm pretty sure he crashed to the wall.
Well, let's go see. Oh yeah, he's
Yeah.
into the wall, so he's going to have to go in reverse. But his race is not finished. It was a very light touch because his wing is still there. So we have the strategies that are starting to show up now. We have these grills and Taco going on the hard tires. They're going to definitely be trying to go all the way to the end of that race. These grill is getting a really slow pit stop.
Figlin's going into the pits now.
Yeah. You can see just how close that field is. These grills was at the front, and no, he wasn't at the front actually. Taco was at the front, and he went into 5th position from the pit. So that's not that bad. I thought it was closer.
Oh no!
Who
Babushka
was
spun
that?
out.
That was
Babushka spun out.
Yeah, I think he did a reset to track, managed to not screw anyone's race. And we have Borat in the pit now, going on the mediums. So Borat is going for a 2-stop strategy here. You can't do 40 laps on the mediums, that's for sure. So who is going to be next to stop? Just loses. Pfeiffer is now in 7th position, was able to gain from the people pitting.
Zeke is just right after Zanetia's right now. I think he's gained the gap, right?
He's gained position from not pitting yet, so he's in 3rd right now. But there's Borat and Taco who are going to be able to get that back once all those people pit. Pfeiffer, however, is on medium since the beginning, so he's not going to pit until a while more. He's going to pit at least 10 laps from now, I would say.
So these grills is getting really close to Jesus now.
See these grills. Oh yeah, on the hards.
Yeah.
See. Okay, let's follow these grills. And just as that happened, we have Zanatius, who is... I think Zanatius spun up. No, he went into the pits. So Zanatius is now pitting. We're going to see what his strategy is. These grills on the hards. So these grills is only 1 pit stop so far, right? Yeah, only 1 pit stop, so that means he's going to be trying to get those hards all the way to the end, and that's very realistic considering in 10 laps he didn't do anything, he didn't lose it. And we have Mr. Jesus, who just left a little bit of carbon fiber on the circuit, and in these grills is really close. He's into attacking range, but gets a poor exit and is not going to be able, even loses a position to Neil.
Wow.
Who's on fresh mediums.
That was a beautiful overtake by the McLaren.
Definitely. Like we said, this is the best passing opportunity on this track. If you get a good exit on that corner, which is it's a blind corner, you don't really see the apex, so it's really hard to know how to position your car and get a good exit there. Kia is now pitted. He's getting out, and I think he's gonna get out in front of Zeke actually. And this is his first pit, and he's still in first position. So Kia is looking really good. Taco gains back and is now in second position. And wait, what happened? Oh, he took it back. Okay, so Taco was able to take his position back in front, and Kia is now 1.5 seconds out of the pit. So the strategy is done. Well, it's not done. Kia's gonna is gonna pit again, but Taco's gonna lose a lot of time on those hards. Saw someone be ghosted here. I think it was these grills. So there's a little bit of weird ghosting going on.
So the McLaren is now at 11th position. There was another overtake by the McLaren.
Yeah. And I just saw Van Beets go out of the pit lane and went really wide and actually got out of the yellow line, the pit line. I'm going to go on board with Kia right now. Kia is catching up to Taco, actually. It was 1.5-second gap when he got out of the pits, and now he's at 0.8. He's going to be in DRS range and be able to attack and gets a really good exit on that corner. Kia on the mediums, he's going to have to make the most of it, and he's going to have to go in front of Taco and make sure that he builds that gap. Black Fox goes into the pit. Everyone is now... There's only Mr. Jesus who's on really old softs who decided not to pit yet. Maybe he still feels comfortable. And we have a penalty for Black Fox. 3 seconds penalty.
And I think Bora just put in the fastest lap.
See, fastest lap is Borat right now with a 1:14.5. That's 600 below Taco's next fastest lap. So that's a really close one. And the rate for the race pace. So let's see position. So fastest lap, the slowest captain has a 1:18 as his fastest lap, but is still in 8th position because he started on the mediums. And same thing for Deja Vu, as 1:18 fastest lap. So that's it. Everyone is now on either mediums or hards, and we're gonna see the strategies play out.
Van beats. Okay, I guess he just overtook him.
Yeah, Van Beats overtook Captain. And Captain goes into the wall. He'd lose the end plate. No, he lost a lot of wing. He's gonna have to pit for that. He's gonna there's 25 laps left, so he's gonna lose a lot of time if he doesn't pit soon. Unfortunately, he lost that just after the pit entry, so that's gonna be another lap without his wing. He's on 13 laps old mediums though, so that's not too bad of a trade-off. He's going to be able to pit, maybe go on hards. Medium to hard is a good strategy on this track. Oh, Babushka is in the pit, changing his wing, going on the hards. Oh, that's so weird. In my screen, he had a medium tire on his front left wheel and a hard tire on all the other wheels. That was so weird.
That could be a strategy. You never know.
Yeah. There's left turns. Oh, wait. It's still... Oh, no. Now they're all mediums. The interface says that he's on the hards, but it's showing mediums on his car.
So Zanatius just had a slight oversteer. Too bad, because he just had a 0.5 second gap to Black Fox, I believe. But never mind, he just overtook them.
Yeah, Black Fox is now been overtaken, and Pfeiffer got into the wall also. I think that causes a little bit of a change.
Yeah, he
and
does
now
have damage.
Yeah, Van Beets is right on Pfeiffer's tail now, and using really hard engine braking on that turn. Go for the hairpin. There was a little bit of carbon on the track, and Pfeiffer took care of that. Thank you for being the vacuum cleaner, Pfeiffer. We're going to the tunnel straight. Pfeiffer gets a better exit than Van Beets, so it's not going to be a passing. Oh, maybe it's a passing here. He has to slow down because Pfeiffer is a little bit slower on that straight.
I mean, he does have wing damage, so I guess it's understandable.
Yeah, so he's never going to be able to get as good of an exit. Actually, no, I think it's because Pfeiffer is out of VR. Yeah, that's it. Pfeiffer is out of energy, so it's going to be really easy for Van Beets. He still has a little bit. He's keeping it in overtake mode, and there you go. He's able to keep really close. Pfeiffer goes into the pit, and there you go. Surrenders the position to Van Beets. I'm not going to fight you anymore. I want my wing back. So now, Kia has not been able to pass Taco yet, and actually Taco has built a little bit of a gap, so he's sitting in front with his hard tires. Definitely going to be Well, not definitely. It's gonna be really hard for him to go
So
to
it
the end of
looks
the race
like,
on those tires.
sorry to interrupt, but it looks like Dallas had a little incident.
Yeah, he's stuck. Where is he stuck? This okay. He's ghosted. It's just after the hairpin, so he probably spun himself on the hairpin. There's a little bit of carbon on the
No,
track.
there was a bit of contact between him and Babushka,
Oh, I
so he
see.
spun out. That's potentially going to be a
I report.
yes.
So, yeah. Whoa! The sound of the Deja Vu's engine is going on. Yeah. What is happening? There's a weird sound going on with Deja Vu's engine.
He is pitting now.
Yeah. I think it's the network code that's not being good.
Yeah, it's probably some lag issue over there. Kia is getting real close to tact.
Yeah, he is within the RS range now, so if he gets a better exit on the mediums, then he should be able to get really close. That was a really good corner here, and that was also a really good corner. He gets a good exit, and yeah, he is able to keep the gap close. He's able to actually win 1/10 over that straight. So if he keeps this up, that's 5 laps, and he is into range of Taco. I believe the slipstream in this game is about half a second if you want a really good slipstream, but you start seeing the effect about a second back. But the straight is so short that this is not what's going to be your main way of overtaking. You have Mr. Jesus, who is also really close to captain right now, so I'm going to go to that because I don't think Kia is going to happen anytime soon. Mr. Jesus is ghosted for some reason, but they're trying. There's a blue flag. Yeah, Deja Vu has been overtaken by a couple people already because I think he's almost 2 laps. That
He
looks
is
like 2
ghosted,
laps.
so oh, there you go, he's pitting now.
He's pitting a third time. I think that's third time pit.
Yeah, I believe so. But he had to. He did have major wing damage.
Yeah. Oh, there goes. It's a DNF. He goes into the pit and gives up. Babushka with 3 stops. The Black Fox already did 2 stops and is 9th position on mediums at this point. That's fresh mediums with 20 laps to go. That's possible. That's possible. Black Fox could be in a position to keep those tires until the end.
Sorry, I'm just still stuck at Tact and Kia. The amount of consistency these two have.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So who is that? I think that's Mr. Jesus. Yeah, so that was Taco overtaking Mr. Jesus. And wow, actually Kia and Taco are both in the Red Bulls, so that's gonna be a lot of points for the Red Bulls.
Yeah.
And what did they get last race? They got 19 points from Kia
And
finishing.
Kia, sorry to interrupt. Kia took
Oh
over
my god! I wasn't looking. This is amazing. Kia was finally able to overtake Taco,
Yeah.
and this is now gonna be his opportunity. He needs to build that gap. He has got the mediums, and they are as old as the other guy's hards. So he needs to build that gap and make sure that when comes time to pit, he is able to have enough of a gap to go back and attack on the sub.
Yeah, yeah.
Right now, it's looking if he pits right now, he would end up 5th or 6th position, which is not ideal.
Oh, it looks like Captain got a 3-second time penalty.
Look at that. The gap is already 1.6. Kia is definitely building that gap.
Okay, so I'm not sure what's going on with Bora's gearbox.
Oh, that's just a bug on your on the net code.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I had the same bug with Deja Vu.
Oh, I see, I see.
So on my side, the Borat is all fine.
So it looks like Kia managed a 2-second gap against
Yep,
Tact.
2.3 already. So yeah, he was definitely being held up and just had to wait for the good opportunity. And now it's Borat's turn to be slowed down by Taco. So he is 5/10 from him right now, and going into the chicane. They both get that right, so he's gonna stay there. They're both 5/10. This is really much as close as you can stay on Monaco because of the really slow hairpin. Hairpin, yes. Basically, what has to happen is after the hairpin, the person in front has to make a small mistake for you to catch back up, so you can be below 5/10, like 4 or 3. And then get the DRS on the main straight to get that overtake and to get the DRS and the slipstream together. And you can see after that he's always able to catch up, and now he is at 4/10 and going down to 3/10. But as soon as you hit that hairpin, the nearest you can stay is pretty much 5/10. There you go. They're out of that sector, and that's 5.5/10. So there you go. Oh no, he gets a much better exit in the tunnel straight, and now is at 2/10 in front. You need to keep your distance there and make sure you stay there until the main straight. You're gonna get DRS and slipstream. It looks like this is gonna be an overtake from Borat onto Taco on the main straight. If Taco can keep it within that time frame. There you go. Borat gets a good exit, and it's not going to be. Actually, Taco also gets a really good exit. So now Borat is not able to catch up onto the main straight, and he's going to have to wait another lap.
Wow, they're both pushing. You can see some slight lockups here and there.
And they both have a lot of ERS left, but Borat tries to go for an outside move because there's so little opportunity there. You want to try some crazy stuff. He backs out and doesn't want to cause an incident and lose points and license points. Oh yeah, that's the thing. We have license points now. So when you get penalties that are given for incidents, because we have our own version of the FIA. So when that governing body gives, I think this is going to be an overtake. Borat is on the inside. He backs out just in time. Actually, Taco is going to give him space there. But that means he stays in that range that he needs to be. There's a yellow flag in front, and that is a racing point. He's ghosted though, and he's going into the pit, so that's going to be out. And now Borat is on main straight. He is within 5/10, but it's not enough. And yeah, you can barely catch up. It's so little.
What a race. It's just so close.
What a race.
Do you know if Borat has fresh tires than Tact?
Borat and Tact, they both pitted about the same time, but Tact is on the hards.
Oh no, Pfeiffer just got a 5-second time penalty for crossing the pit lane.
It says 3 for corner cutting too.
Yeah.
Oof. Uh, let's go see the penalties so far.
So in this season, pit assist is off, and as a driver, you're responsible for not crossing the pit line.
Oof, there's a lot of penalties. Wow. Yeah, I can't. We're gonna have to wait until the end of the race to see them accumulated penalties. Because right now, so we have Neil getting out of the pit on the hards, and he is lapped right now, so he's gonna be ghosted from the lobby rules we set up. But luckily for him, he doesn't really have to slow down, and that's just this awkward, this awkward overlap of cars.
Pfeiffer got another 5-second penalty for ignoring the blue flags.
Oh no! Wow. But we're ghosted. That's bullshit.
I am just amazed by their consistency. Borat and Tack, they're still at it. It's been 5 laps now, I think. Still going at it.
Yeah, well, it's just like Kia versus Tack. It took Kia so long to be able to pass Tack, and now he's built an 8-second gap. So it's not because like they are the same pace. Clearly, Borat is a faster pace than Tack because he's able to consistently gain back when he loses time.
Right.
Because he's on the mediums. It's just that this track is so hard to overtake that when you are within 1 second of the other person, it's basically nothing. It just means you're keeping up. And I think there's a story in F1 where I don't remember who it was, but there's a driver who had engine problems, who was not able to go fast in Monaco, and was still able to finish first even though he had engine problems for over half of the race because it's so hard to overtake. At the end of last lap, Borat was at 1.6 seconds gap from Tack, and now he's at 0.5. But he's over 1 second faster than Tack, and still not able to pass him.
So I think that was Daniel Ricciardo from Red Bull Racing in 2018.
Yes.
You were talking about.
Yes, exactly. Daniel Ricciardo in Red Bull had engine problems for over half of the race and was still able to keep the first position. That's insane.
That's just amazing.
Yes.
Funny enough, Tact is in a Red Bull Racing this season.
Yep, and it's not an engine problem. You don't have those in multiplayer, but it's the hard tires. He went for the strategy at 9 laps. He pitted and switched into the hard tires.
Yeah, and it looks like I think it was Daniel Ricciardo who got a fastest lap in Monaco. 1 minute and 10 seconds. Pretty sure it was him. Let me just
in
check.
2018.
I'm not sure if it was 2018. Yep, it was Daniel Ricciardo 2018. He set the fastest lap in history for Monaco. And his time... What was his time? 1:10.8.
1:10.8.
Yeah.
Can you check also? Isn't it him who's not getting a seat this season?
No, I think that's the other Renault driver.
I don't remember who he is.
Hulkenberg, I believe.
Oh yeah, Hull.
Yeah. Yeah, Nico Hülkenberg. Ocon is taking a seat for 2020.
So yeah, Hulkenberg is not getting a seat. Okay, so I was gonna say if it was Ricciardo not getting a seat this season, I would have been really surprised because of
Yeah.
after you saying that he got the fastest lap, the lap record on Monaco, and
Yeah.
then not get a seat, that would have been crazy.
No way. They're definitely tied him into maybe even a 5-year contract. Who knows? He's a really good driver.
We
Speaking
have
of
a
good
battle.
drivers, let's go back to GSR.
Yep, there's a good battle happening right now. These grills is it's really close to Neil. So one small mistake, Neil is on the hards, and these is on the mediums. Oh wow! So the hards 4 laps old hards. That means he pitted with 15 laps left on the hards. So that was definitely a strategic mistake from Neil, who's now being followed by these grills on the mediums, and he's gonna have trouble keeping it out and definitely going to be the same situation. It's going to be the same situation as Borat, Taco, and Kia, where you have someone on the hards holding up someone on the mediums. And these is able to keep up with Neil very easily. So that's the difference between 8th and
Oh,
what's happened.
Babushka spun out. There was a yellow flag there. Does he have wing damage? No wing damage, but he did spin out.
So we have Neil and Figlin battling for 9th, depending on what the penalties are. I wish we could see what the penalties are. There's no way we can see the pen. Or is there?
I don't think so.
No.
Speaking of penalties, Zeke received a 3-second penalty for corner cutting.
He's being followed really close by Zenatius. And Zenatius actually takes over on Zeke here, so like not gonna have to worry about those penalties making him lose a position. He straight up lost it. Zenatius with a really, I would expect that was a good move,
And it looks like,
especially on Monaco.
yeah, and it seems Zeke has wing damage as well.
And these girls was finally able to get past Neil on the mediums, and Neil actually got a penalty, so loses the position and gets a penalty. That's a very sad day for Neil. Goes in 10th position and now has a 25-second gap, so I don't think his penalty is going to be that high. Oh, that was what the 25-second gap just turned into 20 here. Neil is having a lot of problems. Borat still unable to take on Taco. Taco is defending really well, and well, really as well as you need to defend. Let's go.
Oh, so Babushka did receive quite a bit of wing damage from that incident that I was mentioning earlier.
Yeah, did he pit for it? No, he didn't
No,
pit
he
for
didn't.
it yet. I guess at this point, he might as well.
The McLaren.
Yeah, you have Krieg spitting. Oh wow, that's a lot of courage. Kia and Borat are gonna go at the end of this race on the mediums. Same for Zen and Van Beets, but they are a little bit less pressure there. But Borat with 22 laps already, and he's gonna go all the way to 29 laps on those mediums, is very courageous.
What do you think? You think that's possible?
I think it is possible. Yeah, you're gonna be hitting maybe 60, 65% wear on those tires, I'm gonna guess. So it's still good. Like you're gonna lose lap times for sure because beyond 50%, you start losing lap times a lot. But you don't have risk of puncture or anything. And to be honest, on this track, like we keep saying, losing like half a second or a second of lap time is not the end of the world. You can be faster than the guy ahead by 1 or even 1.5 seconds a lap,
Yeah.
and still be able to keep your not be able to take overs. But it looks like Kia's tires are beginning to be a problem though, because he built the gap up to 8 seconds and that's it. So he wasn't able to build that big of a gap, and that means that when he pits, he's gonna go all the way to third position. No, he's not gonna pit actually.
I don't think he's going to pit. There's 6 laps left.
Yeah.
I mean, his tires are really old, isn't it?
Yeah, 21 laps.
21 laps.
Yeah, I think that's looking good for Kia with those mediums. It's just Taco, he needs to try to keep that position.
Yeah, because Borat's getting really close.
Yeah, Borat has been close for the last 10 laps at least. And I think Taco's tires are starting to give him problems, because now Borat is able to see even more consistently close. That's... We don't really have any other action happening on the track.
Looks like the McLaren went into the pit.
Yeah, Neil on the pits. Hopefully he's gonna go for softs this time. Yeah, there you go.
Softs with the wing change.
Yeah. Loses a position. He's now out of the points. Mr. Jesus manages to get down to 10th.
That could be a battle happening.
I don't know. There's like 12-13 seconds gap now, and there's 5 laps to go. So I don't think this is gonna happen. What could happen, however, is Zeke versus Van Beets. Van Beets is on 22-lap-old tires, and Zeke is on 3-lap-old softs.
Yeah.
But I'm still on the lookout for a Borat overtaking Taco.
And it looks like Kia is increasing that gap to 9.8 seconds now.
Yeah.
10 seconds now.
Yeah, Taco is starting to have trouble. Maybe maybe Borat is getting really close and Taco started defending a little bit more instead of just following the racing line. And that makes you lose a lot of time when you're defending. Or maybe Kia was saving ERS. The ERS situation looks like Taco is at half. Borat is almost empty. Borat is using his ERS to try to keep up and collides with the wall, loses a little bit of wing. He loses the end plate of the right side of his car, and now he's even being overtaken by a ghost. That must be confusing for him. He's back to 1 second gap from Taco, and luckily for him, the fourth position is not there to capitalize on this problem. Fourth place is Tenacious with 24 laps old tires, and Borat has 26 laps old. So they're both on the same situation, except that Borat has lost a little bit of his end plate, of his wing.
He seems to be closing that gap.
Yeah, again. So he's back on it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't affect him that much. It's just the side plate. It doesn't really generate downforce. So a bit of stability, which I don't even think that's modeled in that game. We were looking at Zeus earlier and thinking that he could bring the gap down with his fresh soft. Well, that didn't happen. He is now sitting at 4 seconds with 3 laps to go. So it doesn't look like he's going to be able to catch up. It's going to be a 6th position for him. Taco touches the wall a little bit here. Black Fox is racing in the middle of them. This is extremely confusing.
Yeah, and maybe that's what's it could be causing some confusion to Borat and Taco as well.
Yeah. You know, that would have been interesting though, because back markers are part of the strategy in the normal races, and in this case, Black Fox would not be able to do this. He would have to either stand behind or he would be in front. And if he is in front, that means he has to give way, and that means you have to find a good opportunity to pass the back markers on Monaco, which is not easy. So that could be an opportunity. For example, let's say there's a mistake that happens when the back marker gets passed, and then Borat could capitalize on that and actually take take over 2 racers, and then beat Taco, who is holding him up. So I think for the following races, it could be a good idea to disable ghosting. I know a lot of people disagree with that because what if you get stuck in the castle chicane in Baku or in the hairpin? Like you could easily have a pileup. But I think that's part of the game.
Part of the race. It happens.
Yeah, exactly. That happens, and you always have reset to track. That's possible if a huge pileup happens. Oh, Black Fox did a really big corner cut here. Oh!
Borat's getting real close.
Yeah. This is the hairpin. You can't get much closer than 5/10 in this hairpin. Zeke has managed to bring the gap down to 1 second, so that's a 3-second delta in 2 laps. So there's a big chance that Zeke might be able to catch up on Van Beets. I'm gonna try to get some action. Neil is also really close to Mr. Jesus. That's gonna be some action soon. They're just before the hairpin. This is not gonna happen. There you go. Van Beets with Zeus with the real nice rear camera view. We're going to the tunnel straight. Borat gets a 3-second time penalty, so that's really good. And oh, he gets past. No, never mind. I confused Taco and Borat. I thought. I'm sad now. I wanted some action.
Yeah. So it looks like he is on his final lap of the race.
Yeah. So this is gonna be the end. So let's see the gaps right now. Gap to leader. There's at 7th position you have 1 lap gap, and at 12th position you have 2 laps, and then you have Babushka who is 3 laps behind. So this is gonna be the end. This is gonna be how it ends. We're gonna go on to Kia. He's gonna pass the straight, and this is the finish. Kia takes the 1st position until we see the penalties. Then we have Taco going in for the 2nd position. Still followed up really close by Borat, but Borat is not able to take it. Goes through. Borat 3rd. Zanatius is now going in the finish. Finish 5 second penalty. 5 seconds on serve penalty for Zenatius. Oh, the AI Zeke. Oh no, Zeke and Van Beets. Van Beets actually hits the back of Van Beets in there.
Saw that he got real close. Did he was there a contact?
Yeah, there was contact. Zeke lost a little bit of his wing, but Zeke had less penalties than Van Beets, so he takes the 5th position here. And now we only have Mr. Jesus and Neil. This is another hot one. If there's, oh, they didn't show us.
Yeah, they didn't let us finish it.
Yeah. So if there was any penalties here, it would be possible for Mr. Jesus to lose this position. So we have the podium here.
That's a familiar face on the podium, Kia.
Kia gets first. And then second was
and Mr. Jesus.
No, Mr. Jesus is in a Haas.
Oh, sorry, Borat.
It's Tact was in second.
Yes.
And so there you go. We have the standings, the final positions here. Kia is first, with a 113 as the best lap. Then Taco second, and Borat is third. Kia started fourth and ended first. So really great consistency, and all the top three, the podium, all have only a 3-second penalty here.
3-second penalty. They all on the one stops.
Yeah, there was a lot of one stops. Tenacious, Van Beets, and Mr. Jesus all on one stop.
Yeah, it looks like 7 people went with the one stop strategy.
Yeah,
that's amazing for this track.
Definitely. Like, really good consistency, able to keep it off the wall, not lose your wing.
Yeah. Well, that was fun. Thanks for commentating.
Thank you for being there.
Yeah, I tried my best.
So,
should we hop on the racer chat now?
Yeah. I'm going to put back the standings on the stream.
Awesome.
Go back in the free practice radio, see what they have to say.
Also, thanks everyone for watching us on the stream. If you do want to join this action, globalspecracing.com/register.